I think the biggest myth and lie that they share, man don't cry. And if a man does cry, he's weak. Where did it come from? I think there was some woman or some man that sat up here and got on Mantra or seen a guy that looked like Superman and said he can never cry, or the man says a man cry, he's weak. I tell you what, if you hurt, you're going to cry. See, the reason why people say men don't cry is because men don't sit there and cry in front of you, but they cry inside of a deeper cry, a deeper scream, a deeper holler. Because when a man's out of line or off balance or need to recalibrate, he doesn't have a reset button that he can press and just get it back together, because the whole world has put a weight on his back. Here's the funny part. I have a son, and I was talking to him, and he's 9, soon to be 10. And I talk to him. I don't talk to him about a world that's going to try to spit him out in every breath that they have. I don't talk to him about his skin color and how the challenges that he's faced is going to be difficult. Nor do I talk to him about being something that he can't be. In other words, he's 9 years old, soon to be 10. I don't talk to him about what he's going to be at 16. I don't talk to him when he's going to be 22 or 32. I talk to him where he is now. See, I'm not putting that pressure on him to be more than what a 9-year-old comes. At 9 years, he has enough to deal with. And I want him to deal with that. And then when he gets 10, I'm going to talk to him what a 10-year-old needs to know. And then when he gets 11, etc., I'm going to teach him that level that he's on. I'm not going to take away his childhood and make him become a 16-year-old when he's only 9. I'm not going to make him be 21 when he's trying to figure out what a 9-year-old is. We'll sit around here and laugh and play Roblox. I want him to embrace that and understand that even in that, there's a teaching component. I can sit there and tell him how to be competitive, but understand you're going to not win every game and you're going to lose. Isn't that something? I can teach my son that, but I can't teach myself that. Think about that. I can't teach myself how to win and accept losing, because as a man, that's unacceptable. I can't be a strong provider. I can't be the one there if I'm always in a fail place. Scared to take risks because my risk may mean devastation to somebody else. Well, what made this world depend solely on me? Is it because I presented that to him, or is this what someone say this is what a man's supposed to do? And for your women that are playing both roles, is that what you're supposed to do? Because there's no man that stepped in the plate, are you supposed to be the Wonder Woman all the time, running around trying to get people to be truthful with you, running people to try to bring things to your table? Or are you the one that's always got to have the flag up and say, I got it? Or do you have those moments when things just don't happen? I believe this worldly system that we in shows no favor to male or female, color or creed. I believe we all face the same issues and we have to come up with an answer. But for me, I realized that I'm in a revolving loop. And I'm like Tony Axis. If you all know, he's considered the strongest man. They have a picture of him with the globe of the world on his shoulders. He's pressed up holding it. I believe in my mind. That's what I am to my family. That's what I am to my job. That's what I am to anybody that interacts with me. I am that globe carrying individual that if I can't carry it, the world crumbles. At least my family starts to suffer. At least my job and my colleagues start to suffer because I can't, if I don't produce, they don't win. I don't see where I came with that, and that's my struggle. But I believe the bigger struggle that I have is that in my mind, I feel that that's the absolute. I feel that there's no way out. I feel this is what I need to figure out and work through it. Wrong, 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 wrong again. Because all you're going to do if you take on that mindset is you're going to find yourself burned out and in a place where you're starting to be aggravated and irritated by other people surrounding, blaming them for you not be able to reset and be free. Blaming them because they were not there for you when you never opened the door for them. If you're there, let's talk about it. See, the problem that I want you to understand is that you got to stop fighting yourself, because you get mad because you can't find opportunities to be who you really are. You can't go and step away from a problem and say, let it work itself out. Sometimes you just got to let things fall. And as a man, I was told I shouldn't let it fall. I need to find a way And in doing that, I try to be proactive. I try to do this. And then I realize all I'm doing is creating different levels of problems that have to be resolved. So late at night, I'm sitting up here trying to process this and sleeping about 2 hours. In 2 hours, I got to get up and tackle this new world that has similar issues, but maybe from a different apparatus that's bringing it, or different application that's been on display. How is that fair to me? Because all I'm screaming is, I want to be free from my thoughts. I want to be free from always have to have an answer. I just want to have a moment where I can separate from everything and anything and bring myself back when I've reset. The biggest problem I'm seeing is, guys, we don't know how to reset, recalibrate yourself, separate from things, and then start things over. And it doesn't mean that you cut everybody off, like most people shut down and they don't answer their phone, they don't answer their videos. No, I'm talking about a time where we sit back and say, you know what? I'm going to create a system that's going to work for me. Me. Yes, I'm going to be selfish because I'm sitting here processing things for them, whatever thems are. But I'm going to start processing for me. I'm going to do things that make me happy. And when other things challenge that, I'm going to question it. I'm not saying that you kick everything out. I'm going to now put points where I'm going to begin to ask questions. Like, if I want to go bowling and then there's an issue come up, should I stop what I'm doing and not go bowling because of? And if I do, say, why should I do this? What should be done? Where and when and how? And if I got to spend that time wrestling with all that, that's not my problem for today. What I should do is to go on and get bowling, because whatever that is going to work itself out. Whatever it is going to find a way to come to a result. Whatever that is, it's going to work itself out. So if you're here and you're going through that, let's talk about it. Reach out to me, Coach James at One Movement LLC. Go ahead and subscribe. Put your text down there. Let me know what your thoughts is. I'd love to hear more about it. So reach out to me so I can reach back to you.